I don't remember, Lola, who did the intro last time and whose turn it is to do the intro.
I think I did it last time, actually.
So it's my turn?
Yeah.
All right, then you got to sing the song. You know the rule.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
Do, 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 do.
Welcome to Love in Brief, a brief ABDL advice podcast focused on issues of love. Yeah, that's love for yourself, that's love for others, that's love for the community. And today, as part of our Maker series, it's love for people who make things. And specifically, what things, Lola? What things are we talking about today? What wonderful, magical things?
Diapers!
We are talking about diapers today. I'm really excited to introduce to our Love and Brief audience maybe a diaper company that they may not have had a chance to engage with yet. Because if they happen to live outside of Europe or they live in the U.S., they may not have gotten a chance yet to try these.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about LNGU.
I'm so excited.
Me too. And as you know, and as our listeners know, I have a real passion for people who invest their time, their creative energy, in many cases their money, to make something brand new, because that is not an easy thing to do. And especially if you have to invest in something like a brand new line of diapers. And it starts out as just a moment of inspiration, and it becomes this big investment, and then the rest of us in the ABDL world get to benefit from it.
I know. How lucky are we?
I know.
We're so lucky.
And there's all these great makers out there making all kinds of stuff, from content and media to art and poetry and illustration, all the way through to things like diapers and onesies and clothing and accessories.
Yeah. I just saw this new thing literally today that someone's making on Etsy that are called tab expanders. So you can put them on Pampers.
Oh.
And I'm like, ooh, I want to try that.
Yeah.
There's always new things popping up. That's so cool.
Yep. And people are putting in the effort and sticking their necks out to make something.
Yes.
And I love that. So so today we are going to meet Daisy from LNGU. And Daisy, we always ask, the first question we always ask on this podcast is, tell us about your love. So I will ask you, share something with us that you love right now.
I love that ABDL become more and more successful. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it becomes more and more accessible, maybe. As you said, Lola, there is always new things coming up nowadays. And if I'm thinking about 15 years before, well, they were so little accessible to us, and now there's more and more, and I'm loving that.
Yes, we have the whole world now, right? It's amazing.
Yeah, there is such an amazing sort of golden era in the ABDL world right now, where there's so much to engage with. I remember saying on a podcast a number of episodes ago, it might have been our diaper episode. I mean, they're all kind of our diaper episodes, but saying that we are so far from the point of market saturation, right? There is so much demand out there. And that has only continued to be true, even as all these great diapers have hit the market.
Yeah. And that's evident that LNGU, I know you guys started with one diaper and now you're offering 4 and you seem to keep expanding, and that's so exciting.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the company LNGU. How did LNGU start, and how did you and the other partners become a part of this thing?
So it started with 2 persons, which is Charlotte, that some of you might have seen on videos already, because we're doing videos on YouTube. And Novidia, who's usually holding the camera. Someone has to do so. And they both are the founders of the LNGU brand. Then I was around. Meanwhile, this was forming. And a couple of years ago, they needed someone because they were expanding so much, and they needed someone to have some extra work. So that is when I joined in. Then around us, there is Lucy and Gabrielle. They're both coming on a different kind of project, and we're always happy to have them.
So in the videos that I've seen, I'm looking at Charlotte and is it
Lucy?
You and Lucy and Gabrielle?
And Gabrielle?
Or Gabrielle?
I'm barely on the videos. I'm usually more either doing how do you call this, like making sure everyone has food or drinks or that
yes.
everyone's good.
You're the
And
set runner.
yeah, exactly. I'm the happiness manager, you know.
Oh, I like that happiness monitor. Yeah, that's good.
I love
But
that.
you usually see Charlotte and Lucy, and sometimes
Okay.
Gabrielle
Great.
too.
The
Great.
videos that we've seen are just so playful and so
Yes.
Yeah.
fun. And so they're kind of silly and whimsical, and they have like a really youthful, fun energy to them.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
stop.
love that you put that effort in. A lot of people don't just like, they're like, hey, let's make a whole video about this product. Like, I love that. I
Yeah.
think it's really cool.
Yes, I do agree. It's one of our strengths. We do make diapers. We love the diapers we make. But it's also one of our main objectives to make the diapers easy to wear. I mean, it can be on your daily basis. You can do so many things with them. And it is important for us to show that, well, you can have fun with them. And please have fun with our diapers. They're made for that.
Yeah.
I love that.
You're showing the fun. Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm curious, how did this team meet? How did you all come together?
It was a happy accident, I suppose.
We love
Charlotte-
accidents.
Yeah, don't we? Charlotte and Novidia, they met on a different project, and then they thought, oh, well, we're together. It seems to work well. How about we do this? And I've known Novidia from before, so that's why I was there at the beginning, but just aside. And then Lucy was a friend of Charlotte. She still is. And Gabrielle, we met her during one of our, we did ABDL nights, like girl nights, and she was there, and she was so very enthusiastic about it. And we thought, yeah, we'll just pop in some videos. We would be happy to have you.
That's so fun. So you all originally met in the ABDL community.
Yes, exactly.
Great.
I think that's one of those questions whenever a new brand comes up, and there's not a good or bad answer, but one of the questions that I think always pops into my mind is, are these folks who met through ABDL, or are they folks who met through making diapers and then thought, wouldn't it be great to make things for ABDL people?
Right.
And it sounds like y'all met through ABDL, through the community.
Yes, we did met through ABDL, and actually it was our one of our focus to make ABDL products that were more convenient for us. So I listed quite some names. There is one man, which is Novidia, but otherwise we are ladies, you know, we're a group of ladies. As I said, we used to make a lot of ABDL lady nights, and it was a remark that came often that, well, we like diapers, but how about there were more, and how about there were less, and so we started like this, making just little drawings. Oh, that would be great. And then one diaper came, which is the Candy Fluff, but it's not available anymore. And from that point, well, we kept creating, and we love that.
Yeah, I first saw your Big Ears Baby product, and I was like, what is this cute little elephant?
That's the elephant one, yeah.
Yes, that's the only one I've tried right now. I haven't had a chance to like do a big order. It's so hard. Like we were saying, there's so many out there.
Yeah.
And it's like you do a big order once, and you're like, well, I have no room for more diapers.
I'm
I
set
need to
for
wear
3
these,
months,
and
yeah.
then I could go somewhere else, right? But I think the Big Ears are just really cute. They're really sweet. I don't identify really as a baby or like age player very much. If I do age play, it's more in the middle space. But I feel like this the design on the Big Ears is it's quite baby, but it doesn't feel like when I'm wearing it that I'm like just pretending to be a baby. I don't know. Sometimes some of the diapers make me feel like
you're pretending.
I'm pretending or something.
Yeah.
So I think you really did a great job with like hitting that really soft, sweet baby space, but also making it like just cute and, like you said, accessible.
Well, thank you very much for that. It's exactly what we want to do. Especially the biggest baby. It's a very soft universe, very tender, very far away from the daily aggression of the world outside. And it's also true with the other diapers we have with the other design. But for the biggest baby, that's even true.
And I love a cloth diaper. People know this. I mean, I love plastic too, but like when I really want to be comfy, I love a cloth back diaper. So I'm always excited to see more come into the market. So I know that one is, and then is it the Honey Tails is also like a fully
Yes.
cloth backed? Cool.
Exactly. Honeytails is cloth backed. And then there is the Dragons and the Little Melody. Both are plastic baked. But so we're trying to have different, a wide variety of products.
I
That's
love that.
important for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about all 4 of your diapers is that they all feature animals, but they're not, in this case, more sort of furry style anthropomorphized
you're right.
animals.
Yeah.
Both
like
of which
that.
have a great place in the
Yeah.
diaper spectrum. But it is kind of cool to see just the little animals.
I love the little fox. I think the fox is adorable.
Yeah, he's very cute.
Yeah.
I kind of love that too. I do think your point about escaping from the aggression of the world is such a good one. And I think for a lot of people, it's one of the reasons why ABDL diapers specifically are so important to them, because it is an escape. It's a place to go and say, hey, look, I can create my own special little space where I don't feel the aggression of the world. I feel soft and tender and taken care of. And that aesthetic really comes through on your diapers.
Definitely.
Yeah. And
I have to say all the design are thought. We think about theme together, but Charlotte, she's the one who's making those very very cute little drawings, and we have to clap our hand for her.
that's so great. So she does the art. You don't get art from outside of the company. She does the art.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
She definitely.
That's so cool.
No kidding. That's
so
really
great.
impressive.
Yeah. I love that.
And I also am struck by what you said earlier, which is we were sitting around making these silly drawings and then thought, what if we actually made this?
Yes, I know.
I love that. Tell me about, because in the Maker series, we try and highlight how people can make their own thing, whatever their thing happens to be. Do you know what was the turnaround like from, hey, isn't this fun, to, oh my gosh, we're actually going to make this?
It's hard to tell. At the same time, it was like 4 years ago now, and it feels so long and then so short. It's but yes, we were just thinking about making diapers and thinking, well, is that even possible? And then we got a bit trapped into it, like, well, we can make this and we can make that, and we got in touch with the Diaper Minister, which is our exclusive distributor in Europe, and they were very helpful through this, and they helped us through the whole making process. And then all of a sudden, we really had our own very diapers in the hands, and that was great. It was a first try, if I can say so. We decided not to continue the Candy Fluff, the first diaper we make, because we evolved and we thought, okay, either we do Candy Fluff 2.0, either we change completely, and we decided to go to something else. But still, it's something we're very proud of. It's our very first little baby, and we're so glad we can keep on going like this.
Well, and I think that's an important message for makers, and the same is true with this podcast, that it rarely ends up that the thing you end up making a lot of is the thing that you started out making.
That's true. Yeah.
Right? Like when I started this podcast, the goal was to make it 15 minutes, just 12 to 15 minutes, just long enough for a commute, and that we were just going to give advice and not necessarily have guests. And it evolved into what it is today because the ABDL world gave us feedback and said, you know what we really want? We want more. We want it to be longer. We want it to be in depth. We want to have guests. And indeed, that's what the podcast has become. And you're giving a great example as well with the Candy Fluff, where, hey, you made your first thing, and it's the thing that you dreamt of, and then you evolved and became something kind of different.
Did you take remarks from the community about that diaper to like evolve into something different?
Not so much, because we didn't get so much feedback back then.
Okay.
We were not so much implanted. It was hard to hear what people would say. But when we when we started to think about a second diaper, we had other ideas, and it didn't make sense to continue the Candy Fluff, which was not meeting our expectations anymore.
And that's always so good too. If you make a thing and you love it so much, but like it's just not quite right, to like, okay, let's go back and let's like figure it out. Like I give you a lot of credit for being able to like put that aside and then like go do something else that maybe is going to be a little bit more marketable or profitable or whatever the case might be, right? Yeah.
We have sort of a hero story, at least in the United States, that we constantly tell of like the person who has this singular dream and chases it down at all costs and never changes and never deviates, and they ride it, and then eventually it becomes the iPhone or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just not how it actually works. And even the iPhone was not Steve Jobs' dream. He had a different vision that turned into, so I do want to ask about, you said earlier that there's this couple of creators. You said there's this one guy, who was essential to creating and as a partner. Vidya or Novidya, how did you say?
Yeah, Novidya. Okay,
yeah. And but the rest is all women, and you wanted to create something for ladies, as you said. Tell me about that. This is fairly unique in the ABDL community to have a whole group of women who said, we're going to make diapers for women.
That's true. So there were different things. We were doing a girls' night, ABDL girls' night together, and so we were talking a lot, and we met a lot of girls during those nights, and they all said the same thing. Those diapers are nice, but they should be maybe more fitting somehow. And how about this? And how about that? And so we wanted something that would make us very comfortable. So it started like this. And then I suppose that even though we do not advertise it as such, if you look at our product, you do feel that feminine vibes. And sure, Novidya is a big part of the making of the diapers. But I mean, Charlotte is doing the drawings, and we have a lot of brainstormings together where there's a lot of girly chats. And yes, we are kind of a girl brand.
Kind of a girl brand.
I like it. Okay, I have a couple of questions. My first question is, how do I get an invite to these girly sleepover diaper parties?
I know, how fun does that sound?
That's so fun. And then my second question is, so yes, I see that in the design. I see that it maybe is a little bit more feminine, though. I really think that it has a broad appeal.
Yeah.
I don't see it to be only, feminine.
Right,
but I'm
for
wondering,
sure.
did you find maybe is that why you decided to do cloth backed, or did you find that there's a specific more like shape or sizing that you wanted to go for to fit, the female body more?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I suppose it's about the shape of it. It's a bit about the design as well. I'm having a hard time to pin it clearly. But I suppose you're right. We do not do this exclusively for women. But there is something of us, of the whole team, that is sweating through our products, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think I feel that just in your marketing and even in the design of like every diaper, the bags are different. Like I really see a lot of care and attention, and I do feel like I can feel your personalities coming out in them, which is so cool. I love that.
Yeah, and I love the way you said it. It's sort of sweating through, right? It's just coming through, and that's
hopefully it's not leaking through.
Hopefully
but
it's not leaking through. Yeah. But you're in it. It may not be for men, for women, for non-binary people. Like it's just for people. It's for people who want diapers. But there's something of you and the women who helped co-create it that just is in every product. And that makes total sense
think
to
that.
me.
Yeah, I love that. Mm-hmm.
And you also are a European brand based in France, right?
Exactly. We're based in France. We're all French, actually. And that's true. I don't know how to.
Yeah. So I'm curious, like how does distribution work? And do you have any goals or expansion ideas to go sort of into other markets more completely?
Yes, definitely. So we started in Europe thanks to our distributor, diaper minister. But then we thought, yeah, why limit ourselves to Europe? I mean, the world is so vast. And then we entered the US market. It has been a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. And that was great. That was great for many reasons. But one of the big thing is that the community there, well, you guys, you are so heartwarming. You are so welcoming.
And there's a lot of us too.
Yeah, there is a lot of you, and I mean, we've been selling in Europe for quite some time, and I mean everything's good. I don't complain, but then we enter the US market and we get spontaneous messages. Well, I get them because I'm in the after sales service managing, and I get spontaneous messages saying, "Oh, your brand is so cool. I hope you do more things, etc." And starts excitement that we do not have like spontaneously in Europe when we're meeting people, whether they're very welcoming. They say, "Oh, your products are great," etc. But you have to meet them, you know. And here it's just love all over the place.
I love that.
And that's
Hooray.
fantastic. Yeah, we do love that.
And I can imagine as a maker that has to be so rewarding, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, we do spend a lot of energy making good quality products. I mean, that's our aim. We want things to be the best we can. But when people notice it, that's the thing when we think, oh, that's really worth it.
Yep. I totally know that feeling. And for me, it's that email that you get. You know, you open up your inbox and there's an email from somebody that says, hey, you made a difference in my day or my week or my month. And that's so rewarding. It's like the best payoff in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm wondering if, are you all looking at coming over to the U.S., doing any events or any visits or anything like that?
Well, yes. Actually, we are expanding a lot recently, thanks, among others, to the US market. And so there are many things in the pipes. One of it is other products coming rather soon. I can't say too much about it, but
you gotta spill the tea.
Yeah.
You gotta tell us.
No, she'll tell us when it's time.
I know. I just love little secrets. I love them.
know. That's so cool.
Yes. And more things coming. We will be attending. This will be in Europe, a big convention, which is the Nordic First Furry Convention, Nordic First Con.
Oh, great.
Which is quite international, actually. And there will be there, especially to the baby furry events and for the parade and the closing. We've been working with them for 3 years now, and now we will be attending. And we are, of course, planning to go to the CapCon whenever we can. This might not be next year, but maybe in a couple of years. I can't promise too much, but this is definitely in our must-do list.
Hooray.
It's in the plans.
Yeah,
It's in the plans. It is
good.
Yeah, there's nothing like CapCon. I don't know. There may be a lot of things like CapCon, but I've never been to one.
I mean, as an ABDL, I hope you get to come just to experience it, right? The entire thing. And then I know you would be well received for sure. People would be very excited to have your products there.
That would be fantastic. We are very much looking forward to this. Well, of course, it's a very big event and it's a very big organization for us. But we are very much looking forward to it.
For sure. And I have noticed that there's been a bit more easy access in the last, we'll call it 5+ years, that I'm starting to see more diapers from Europe, even diapers from Asia, come into the American market and get accessible and find distribution. And so I would absolutely encourage people who are listening who like exploring new diapers and trying new things. Like, it is worth, yes, you might pay tax or tariff or whatever. It is worth trying diapers that you've never tried before from Europe and from Asia. They can be really fabulous, fantastic quality, and a brand new experience. So make it over that little hurdle. Maybe it's the tax, the tariff that you're worried about. Totally
Sure.
worth it.
Yeah.
To try something.
Yeah, and maybe it's like, treat yourself.
Treat
Like, maybe save up and, do an order just to have something new and fun. I know for me, I love variety. And we were talking about this earlier. Like, we're so lucky to live in this time where we have, I don't know, 100+ ABDL diapers out there now, I think. It's crazy. But I love having that variety and being able to like go in there, and maybe some days I do want to feel a little softer or something like that. So it's really nice to have that variety.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know that you can't tell us what's coming up from a new diaper standpoint, but feel free to email me when you're ready.
Well,
But
what I can say is that there will be 2 new diapers rather soon, like soon. You can expect them.
Okay.
And then there will be, we're working on different outfits
Awesome.
and accessories. So that's
Oh,
matching
nice.
the universes we already made
Yeah.
with diapers.
Nice.
Great. Yeah.
Is Charlotte
Yes.
going to design these as well? Are we going to get the same characters and drawings?
Yes.
And oh,
Well,
how wonderful.
Well, there's going to be some matching our current diapers, the universe of our current diapers, and there are some which will be brand new, new creations.
Okay.
That's so exciting.
Wait,
Also,
does
yes.
the elephant from Big Ears live in the same universe as the fox from Honey Tales? Do they know each other? Are they
that's a
friends?
good question. There might be a crossover at some point.
Okay.
I will give the
Crossover
idea
diaper.
to Charlotte. She would love that.
That would be fun.
That would just make my day to know that they're buddies.
yeah, they're friends.
Yeah.
Like, they live in this forest and then he lives over here.
That's right.
I love that. I have a question which I know I've talked to other diaper makers about. And I know that size small is just like not a big percentage of sales. But like, do you think that's something that you would ever look into, is expanding the sizing?
It's a good question. Maybe we are actually looking at an in between. S size is very little demand, but there is an in between S and M, which is how is it called?
A medium.
A medium. Yeah, that's what we would
medium
call it.
or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
of the kind.
Yeah.
And we might start doing S medium, that in between.
Cool.
But it's not a current project, but we're looking into.
Okay.
I think Lola's crossing her fingers, hoping
I
that
know.
it eventually happens when
I
the time
know.
is right.
And I've talked to others and I get it. Like, if you only sell a very small percentage, like that's a
Right.
Yeah.
big
It doesn't make
cost to
sense.
go
Yeah.
up front. I get that. But anytime there's like something smaller, I'm like all about it. And I will say, like, new companies that I noticed that they bring out something new that has a small, like, that's always the first one that I order, because I just know my sizing.
You know your size.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was just curious if that was ever
I know.
something on the, yeah.
I don't think we've ever had a conversation with a diaper manufacturer where you didn't ask, hey, are you going to make a small, please?
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'll
No,
stop
it's
doing
wonderful.
this
No,
now.
you should. There's a whole bunch of people who would really benefit. It's
Yeah.
just-
And I
it's
also
a smaller
imagine
market.
if you, like, women too, like
Yeah.
a lot
I
of us
suppose so,
want
yes.
something smaller.
Yeah.
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 That's right. I also would love to know, I mean, you've been on this path for a few years. It started with just an idea. It's now blossomed into 4 diapers with 2 more coming, as well as accessories and clothing. Do you have any advice for other makers who are considering starting their own brand of whether it's accessories or clothing or diapers? Do you have any advice for them?
I would say be true to yourself. Whatever you want, well, do it do it well. If you want that type of universe, if there is something that is triggering you, thinking, oh, this is lacking into the ABDL environment, well, go for it, and go for it to the end. And even if it's not a big success, well, at least you will have gone with your ID, and then it will make other things happen. And yeah, just go for it.
I love that advice, and I completely agree. And when you first start making something, it may not feel like a success right away, and that's okay. And you got to kind of just stick to being great at the thing that you're working on for a little while before, because it's tempting. I know I've had friends who've started podcasts, and my advice to them is always do 12 episodes without looking at the numbers. Don't look at the numbers. Whatever you do, because it's going to suck for the first.
Right, because people need to find you, and
Yep, and it's going to take a while, and then eventually people will start sending you notes like, "Hey, I went and listened to all 12 of your first episodes," and you're like, "Oh my God, it did happen!" So, I love that persistence message of just like, you can feel where the hole is in the market. You know, there's people that want something that doesn't exist yet. Go make that thing, and then you can evolve it from there.
And Daisy, I love your story that you had help from another diaper distributor, manufacturer. I'm not sure if they manufacture
Diaper
too,
minister.
I think. Yeah,
They're both.
Yeah. I love that your story that you had help from somebody else within the community. And I know that's something that RY always says. He's like, we can't have enough ABDL podcasts. If you want to make one, please
I'll
go
help
make
you.
it.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So I love that. I'm seeing that more and more within our community as we are so big. There's so many of us that like we can see, anytime there's a new diaper, like, yes, we want it, right? There's we're not saturated yet. So I love that. Maybe I'm saturated right now, but I love that you had help from somebody else. And I hope that maybe if there's other makers out there, like I'm just encouraging you, if like somebody comes to you for advice, like there's enough space for all of us.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think a lot of diaper manufacturers that we've talked to would say the same thing. You know, it's tempting to be like, oh, this is all competition, but they'll say, no, like we want to see more discussion about ABDL diapers out in the sphere. We want to see this universe grow.
Well, I think for the past 10 years, I've been, I'm struck by how the community opens. Before, it was really something that was hidden, like something you do at home and you do not talk about it and you do not meet anyone. And more we are opening ourselves. And as you say, there is something of concurrence, but there is also something of nourishing each other with new products, with new ideas, with new cravings.
Yeah. And it is sort of a rising tide raises all boats situation where as we nourish each other, as we share ideas, as we grow small brands into larger brands and small ideas into big ideas, all of us benefit.
Yes.
And I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that as more makers step into the space and create things and work together to inspire each other, that it will only grow the demand.
Of course. Yeah.
Tell us, Daisy, before we wrap up, tell me, how can folks learn more about LNGU? Oh, I should ask you, what does LNGU stand for?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
LNGU stands for Little Needs Grow Up. It was an idea from the beginning, thinking that, well, we had needs at the very beginning of our life, and now we have the same, but it's just in a different size.
I love that.
I love that too. Well, and it comes back to a fundamental truth, which is like we all want to feel loved and nurtured and taken care of.
Sure.
And that doesn't end, because you grew up.
Yeah.
Little needs grow up. I love that. So how can folks find LNGU? How can they learn more about upcoming products, et cetera, et cetera?
So there is our website, of course, which is LNGU. ABDL.com. I don't know how to say that. That
dash.
link.
Oh, the dash, yeah, LNGU-ABDL.
LNG-ABDL.com. And then we are making videos on YouTube. So it's called LNGU Videos on YouTube. We are also on X and on Tumblr, on Reddit, and on Blue Sky. And
Fantastic.
I suppose... there will be something new on our website. I wrote a blog on my beginning in the ABDL world, well, ABDL life, and that blog will be published on our website on a monthly basis. There will be a new article during a whole year, and so that's a way also to come back and the new things we publish.
Oh, okay. So you
That's
said
so
it's
great.
once a month for a year. Is that right?
It's twice a month.
Twice a month. Okay.
Yeah.
So if folks follow you on X or on Twitter,
Yes.
that they could get that blog that way, or could they just give you their email address on the website or something? And
It will be a part of our website
The
directly.
website?
So if they come
okay.
on the website, there will be the blog every 2 weeks.
Great.
Awesome.
Great.
Well, this has been really fun. Is there anything else you want to share with us about LNGU and about the process of building a brand?
Well, no, it has been great being here. Thank you so much for having us. I talked about it a little bit, but the US community has been so welcoming. It is a real pleasure to be here and to be more and more integrated into that community. And we will do our best to keep on going that way and keep on making products that I hope with love. And we are very, very looking forward to meeting you in a close future. I don't know if that's
Yeah. No, we look forward to it too. And the U.S., we are arms wide open for magnificent makers and folks in the community who are trying to create something new. So it's really wonderful to have you.
Yeah. This has been so much fun.
It has
I've loved
been.
learning about it, and I need to go order some immediately.
I know, right? Right? We need to,
I don't know where we're going to put it.
We've only had one of them. We need to
Right
fill
now.
out the rest
I know.
somehow. Let's burn through the stash in the closet
Okay.
so we can make some
Okay.
space. Lola, any further thoughts before we close up today?
No, I just love all the love and creativity, and these are so fun to just hear how people have a dream and an idea, and then here it is, we get to see it.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I love that.
I was just sort of musing about how funny it is that the U.S. is the only ones who proactively call and say we love you, only because America.
That's true.
We've never had a thought we haven't said out loud.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
true.
Like heaven forbid. But that's very cool, and I'm really pleased to hear it.
Yes.
Well, hey, if you want to get in touch with us because you are a maker and want to talk about the thing that you made, or you just want to suggest ideas for upcoming episodes, you can reach out to us at loveandbrief@gmail.com. You can also reach out to me, Resonant Yes. I am on Instagram at Resonant Yes. I am on Tumblr at Resonant Yes. Lola is on Tumblr at...
Lola and then some. The last O is a 0. And I'm also on FetLife. I've been doing more and more on FetLife, so come see me there. It's Lola and then some as well.
That's right, and I am Resonant Yes on FetLife. So if you can't find us, that's on you. We've created many channels to reach out, as has LNGU. They talked about all these different social media places to go meet them. So Daisy, thank you. This has been absolutely wonderful. And friends, thank you for listening. This has been another episode of Love in Brief.